Hello everyone, this is Jackie Williams. Thanks so much for joining me. In this video, I want to share with you a project using the Full of Life suite, which includes the Friends for Life bundle being a stamp and a die set. So this is a great one with lots of words and some fairly general images, the hearts and leaves, and kind of a paint stroke sort of die. One of the real features, though, of this suite are these papers. Now, these aren't all of them. I actually don't have full sheets of all of them anymore, but this is just a sampling of the beautiful array of really bright rainbowy type papers. And then the other side features more of a, I call it solid, but it's not, they're not really solids, but just kind of a watercolory type looks. And these types of papers are great for background, but also for die cutting for some really beautiful results. So like I said, that's not all of the prints, but a good sample of them. And then this suite also features iridescent ribbon and iridescent gems, which we'll use both of those on our project. So let's get started. I want to start with a card base of fresh freesia this evening. And for the background, I've just got about half of the width of the card base in Petunia Pop. And I have pre-embossed that with the dotted circle embossing folder. This one is becoming a fast favorite. If you show quite a bit of the folder, you can see the circle patterns. If you just have a little bit showing, it just looks like random dots, which is quite nice too. Before we move on, this card base is 5 by 10 inches, folded in half to be a 5 by 5 base. So then this piece of white is about 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 approximately. And then I've just cut just some strips of the different prints, and I've chosen them so that they were all the blues and purples, but I do have another colorway to share with you after we've made this one. So I decided to go with a print that has, a few of the colors on it, and then more of a solid, and then one that is more of a stripe. Shows a bit more of the blue on this one. And then we just need to decide if next we want to have a label, and this is from the new die set Greetings for All, or do we want to use this heart from the set? I think I'm going to vote for the heart. Both of these heart dies come in the Friends for Life die set, and you can use them together or separately as you prefer. And there we go. Now we have a decision to make. Do we want to have our words in basic black, or shall we have our words in the Petunia Pop glitter paper? I also have the Petunia Pop just cardstock. I actually prefer the black, but we'll bring in some of that glitter paper shortly. Black is just really nice to make your colors really pop. Also, obviously adds a good amount of contrast. Now, I did keep track of the little dot for the eye. So we've got that. Although if you do misplace it, then it's not really a big deal. And then I have embossed the Miss You and cut that out with the Happy Little Labels die. And I'm going to put that up on dimensionals just to give a bit of height. And we'll put that up here above the friend. Okay, let's go ahead and put this onto our card. I love those colors. Now, before we get too far, I'm just going to take a little bit of the iridescent ribbon. I don't really have a place to tie it on this project, so I'm just going to use a glue dot and then use another glue dot. I'm just going to tuck that under here like this. Okay, now I have used the heart die. There's actually a couple of heart dies in this Friends for Life set, and I have used the back of this paper, which is a nice rainbow stripe, and just used that to cut out the hearts so that they were the same tones as in these paper. I also did a couple of glitter ones, so let's see if those look okay. Yeah, I think we can go with the glitter. And on the inside, I'm just going to do a little piece of the Petunia Pop and then add the white. And I'll use these other two hearts in here. Might as well use them. There we go. Okay, now let's just add some gems. These iridescent gems are quite nice. They tend to just sort of work with any color that you have going. Put about one there. There we go, and there is our card finished. And of course, you'll want to make a matching envelope. Now, earlier today, I made another version using some of the other prints in the pack. And this one, instead of using Fresh Freesia and Petunia Pop, I've used Real Red. And I actually quite like how this has turned out. It's quite vibrant and happy. Now, these cards were inspired by a layout from Tanya Roberts, and then used different supplies than she had and made this layout, and then basically took the concept of the layout and made the square cards. So hopefully you can see they don't quite fit on the screen, but you can kind of see how they are related. The cards obviously much more simplified because this is a larger space and needs to accommodate a photo, but I do think it works quite well for photos. Then I have a few other samples to share with you. So this one is a faux step card featuring those really gorgeous rainbow prints. And then this one is a fun fold card. It opens up like this as a little interaction on the front, and then opens up like a standard card like this. And on this one, you can see I've used more of the blues and the purple prints. And then just a simple card using strips and scraps to create some happy birthday candles. And then a stepped up version to make it a shaker card. And the instructions and video for this project are included in the All-Star 12 project video class featuring the Full of Life suite. So check for the link in the description so you can download that video class. And then this one, I've paired the Full of Life papers with the Bright Skies dies, which includes rain and clouds and suns and some happy things like that, and just made a fun little pop-up card. So there you are, everyone. I hope that inspires you to use the Full of Life suite or to add it to your wish list. If you know someone who would also enjoy these projects, please feel free to share this video with them. I always appreciate hearing from you, so leave me a comment. And of course, subscribe. This is Jackie Williams, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.